What's going on, everyone? This is Dom, and today we are looking at an epic iMac Pro setup for audio and video production. Now, this iMac Pro is definitely intended for, quote, professional use, and well, this kind of setup is a great way to take advantage of that. And a big shout out to Logitech for partnering with me on this video, as well as introducing me to the MX ERGO, which I'm completely sold on using as a daily driver, but more on that in a little bit. First up, we're obviously rocking the iMac Pro in the base configuration here, and if you'd like to check out my performance-based video on this guy, I will link it below for you. The space gray looks very awesome and fits in with everything else here, but most importantly, it packs the power for audio and video production, which this setup is centered around. The iMac Pro is sitting on top of a pretty sleek all-black stand from Satechi as well, and it'll run you about $40, but it looks pretty clean and even includes space beneath to store away keyboards of, well, any variety. Along with the stand, I picked up a USB hub from the same company for around $30, and the hub hooks up via USB Type-C to the iMac Pro and gives you 3 additional USB 3.0 ports up front, one of which is home to my iLock for Pro Tools authorization, as well as an SD card and micro SD card reader. To the right of the iMac Pro, we have the Universal Audio Apollo Twin Mark II, which is a fantastic interface for recording audio. The preamps in this thing are awesome, and of course, well, the color matches up great with the entire setup. But if you're serious about audio, the Apollo Twin is definitely an excellent place to start. As far as audio output, I'm rocking the Yamaha HS5 5-inch powered studio monitors, which are sitting on top of a pair of IsoAcoustics stands. Now, these monitors are great, and I will praise them all day, and I'll be sure to leave links to everything mentioned in the description for you. As for peripherals, obviously I'm rocking Apple's sleek space gray keyboard and trackpad, but lately I've switched over to Logitech's MX ERGO as my main input device here. It's Logitech's first trackball release in almost a decade, and I'm pretty pumped about it. First off, this mouse is ergonomically comfortable to use, but it also allows for customization by choosing the best angle between 0 and 20 degrees for a more natural hand position. The battery life here lasts up to 4 months on a single charge, but my favorite feature of the MX ERGO is its main functionality as, well, a trackball. It takes up minimal space on the desk, and moving the cursor around with my thumb is pure bliss as far as precision goes. And to top it all off, there's actually a precision mode button on the mouse that will allow you to slow down the cursor even more, and trust me, when you're working with video frames and audio samples, precision can be your best friend at times. The precision and comfort that the MX ERGO offers is excellent, and I definitely recommend trying it out for yourself, and be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram as I'm giving away 10 of them, so links below for more info in case you want to check that out. As far as actually producing some music and audio, I have a couple of things here. First off, I'm using the relatively new Roli block system with the Seaboard block, LightBlock M, and Loop block, and these are pretty awesome because not only do they work with a wide variety of DAWs, including Ableton and Pro Tools, but not only that, the sensitivity on these guys are pretty amazing, and they work with iOS devices as well using Roli's noise app, so they kind of give you dual functionality here, and they can be connected and charged via USB to USB-C or connected to the iMac Pro or iOS devices via Bluetooth for a cord-free experience. And if you'd like to know more about these things, be sure to leave this video a thumbs up. Now, I also do have the Samson G-Track Pro here as well, which is a pretty legit USB microphone that I use for voiceovers and light recording when I'm not pumping in any high-end microphones through the Apollo Twin. And finally, I'm using a pair of Lasmex L85 semi-open back headphones for monitoring. Now, these are nice and neutral as far as sound goes, and with a 4.5-star rating on Amazon, you really can't go wrong. Plus, the color, like everything else, fits in nicely here, along with the Elago H headphone stand that they rest on. The entire setup here is super clean and minimal, but it packs a ton of functionality. Whether I'm editing videos on the fly, doing voiceovers, or putting together some music, everything on this desk serves a purpose. And that's kind of the point here, right? But let me know what you think about this setup in the comments section below, and be sure to leave this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also subscribe for more setup videos like this in the future. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. This is Dom, and I'll catch you in the next video.